Hello, greetings, my friends. I'm Gilles. I come to continue to discuss the spiritual ascension process, this internal process. For we are very close to inner breakthrough and outer breakthrough. So we have to be ready. We have to continue to cultivate this love and peace and unity within ourselves. And I want to discuss different ideas. The first one is about the communication with the invisible world. We often have this internal dialogue, and we have certain people that play a role within our mind. But we believe that we are alone within our thoughts. Very soon, all the thoughts will be visible by all. So clear up your thoughts, be pure, clean up your thought before everybody will be able to see it and feel it and know it. So otherwise, that is part of the process of being a fifth dimensional being. Is that to be an open book and to have clear thoughts and so. What I want to talk about is that when we're having those discussions within our mind, we're always in conversation with someone, invisible entities. So it is about being very discerning with who we're talking to. For astral beings, will have all kinds of tricks that they can play within our mind to make us believe that they come from higher planes, to make us believe they are angels, archangels. But if the conversation leaves you sad, leaves you drained, leaves you with negative energy, it's because they've been feeding on you. For higher beings will never leave higher conversation with higher beings will never, they will leave you with hopes and optimism and feeling of sense of empowerment and joy. So it is a way to discern, and in your own inner conversation, do not be fooled by those lower beings, those astral beings that are using all kinds of tricks and illusions. They know you very well, so they can play. So it is using your discernment and to understand which chakras are the energy used that is coming in. For astral beings cannot come in through the upper chakras. They don't have access to those higher dimensions. They can only come through the lower chakras. For the chakras are energy systems that are invisible. They can only be seen with the eye of the mind, and so it is something that's recognized in Orient and in Asia much more than in the Occident. In the Occidental world, but it is very, they're part of our saddle bodies. We have 7 major chakras that are aligned on the vertical axis, and there are many secondary chakras. But those chakras are saddle energy wheels, and some of them are back and front access, and what we want is to clear up our chakras, to slow them down, to align them one at a time, so that they can vibrate on the same frequency. So the pillar of light will eventually come down to unify them. And when you're communication with someone, or even on an intimate level, it is because our chakras are, and we have this attraction, is because the chakras are vibrating. Some chakras are vibrating on the same frequency, and so there is a communion. Sometimes when you come into communication, intimate or platonic, you want to slow down, you want to adapt your energy, your chakra energies to the vibration of the person in order to create whatever healing or energy work. And the second chakra on the navel level, when you open it up to the aura of the person will feel that it is being heard. The person is feel this connection, and so it's about tuning in our chakras energy and to be sensitive, to look in your third eye, to visit your chakras, slow them down, and continue to work with this alignment. For the vertical axis is where the freedom lies, through the vertical axis, and we also have which is the pillar of light, and we also have to deal with the cross of matter, the timeline that projects us in time and space. But the pillar of light is completely independent of time and space. It is beyond energy. It is on energy, the pure energy level, on the light level. I'm going to pull a few cards to see to see what energy would come through today from our chakras. So I'm going to pull 9 cards, and for on the lowest chakra is the root, the base. It's on the bottom of our spine. It is the color red. Although it is governed by the first ray, the divine wheel of the blue flame of the will of God, but it's still dominated by the red color. And so it is where the challenges are, and this root, this base, it's what's holding the whole energetic system, is where all the challenges are. It's governed by Pluto. And here we have happiness. So it has been cleared. We've done a lot of work for this full moon that is coming. Is really an opportunity to let go of the old habits or stick to them. So it is important to make your choices, to act upon your higher will, and for me, I'm doing this cleaning right now. I'm not handling it very well, but I'm doing it, so it's like it's good enough for now. For the second chakra is the sexual chakra. It's on about 1 inch below the navel. It's called the sacral chakra. It is the chakra of harmonization. It connects us to the astral and the earth plane. It is governed by Saturn. And here we have optimism. For there is a new sense of optimism in relationship to the earth planes. Then the third chakra is orange. Its dominant color is orange. Then the third chakra, its dominant color is yellow. It is governed by Jupiter. It is our power center. It is a solar plexus. It's where the sun. It's dominated by the yellow color, but it's Jupiter, the expansion. Most humans on the unenlightened level, on the third dimension, it is like they have this road, this orange road that goes from the base to and they're working with this road. They don't reach the heart, the fourth dimension. Those three chakras, first chakra, bottom chakras, are creative. The heart is neutral, and the three upper chakras are receptive. And so here we have authenticity. So we shine our light is authentic. Continue to look for what is truly you, accepting you as you. Then the heart chakra is dominated by the color green, the emerald green, and so it is a neutral chakra. It is the heart. It is what the center of center. It's where the center is. It's like you go to the center of the center of the center of your heart, and there you will discover the connection to the universe of the creator, the source universe, and so this chakra is governed by the sun, and here we have complementarity. So we find that we're complementing each other for there is all kinds of communication that can happen from the mind, but when it's done from the heart, the communication is just an exchange of love and information and light. So it's like it's from a soul perspective. There is much more truth in relationship to what is going on than when it's purely from a mental perspective. Then on the fifth chakra, which is the fifth dimension, it's the color blue, and it is governed by the planet Chiron. It's all the things that come out of our physical body in communication, or what comes in as nutrition. And here we have the requests. So we're making those requests, we're making the calls, we're calling on the angels, the spirit, our creator to guide us and to let them know, to inform the universe of what we truly want, and ask for life to be graceful and easy, to connect, to be clear in what you ask for in your minds. And then the sixth chakra is governed by the planet Neptune. It is an indigo color, and it is the seat of consciousness. This is because as we're starting to reach the much higher planes when you go into fifth, sixth, and seventh dimension. So it is really the focal point of the ascension. It is the third eye. It opens up the crown, the doorway to the sky. Imagine a disc of light that is spinning on top of your head, and then see what comes in from the upper planes. There is no danger that lower beings can come in through that chakra. And here we have equilibrium, balance. So everything has been balanced from that level. And then so the seventh chakra is the violet fire, the violet ray. It is the seventh dimension. It is governed for the sixth chakra is governed by Neptune, and the seventh chakra is governed by Uranus, the awakener. And here we have intuition. So more intuition is coming in, and we're getting more and more information, more intuition. Then our earth chakra, our earth star, which is a star that is below our feet, that connects us to Mother Earth. It is important to feel connected to the earth. Here we have the reconciliation with our Mother Earth. No matter how difficult it's been, it's changing. And connect in your belly. It's like the second chakra will connect us to this earth chakra, and the feel that there is this feminine divinity that comes in and talks to you. She's the Mother Earth. She's the goddess Earth, the Mother Gaia. And then you can communicate with her, and then when you feel anchor in your belly, in your abdomen, when you really anchor into the planet, then you can see that you're part of the flow, the great flow of nature. And then what comes from the soul star, which is a silver star that we share with our higher self, that is above our crown, about 1 foot above our head, is hesitation. So there is still a certain time that is given for hesitate, but do not hesitate too long. Then there is patience that is coming. For sometimes we are impatient and we're taking a rush action, but do not rush things. Just take your time. For just sharing thoughts and ideas. If you want a private session, I still have time to do them, so send me an email. I can only do two sessions a day because it takes a lot of energy to still do those sessions. And so, and I thank you very much for your comments, for your likes, for your subscriptions, and your sharing. So it's using discernment to see what chakras, what communication, if the communication with the invisible world brings us joy, or if it brings us down. If it brings us down, we want to. It's because it comes from a realm of illusions, because we're always in contact with someone. And so we have to let go of the mind as much as possible to feel the unconditional love, and it is our true nature. Choose the heart over the mind, choose compassion over condemnation, and for this full moon is going to be very powerful. But there may be some fear of change as well, but it's okay to feel the fear, but do not be afraid of it. It's kind of like, it's subtle, because the soul wants us to get rid of all the many illusions of this world, and it will continue to do that. So it's what we need is to find this inner peace and believe in yourself, love yourself. It is God's will that you believe in yourself, that you love yourself, and that you find this inner peace, and to fill yourself with love, with self-love before you move into action. Otherwise, just wait till you find that connection before you move into lucid action. And letting go of all the things that are not, dismissing all the things that are not love. For destiny is written one day at a time, and we're the one writing our destiny. So the question, do you love yourself? Or watch yourself in the mirror and say, I love you, I love me. It's like, fill yourself with love first. Once you are filled with love, then you are abundant with love. You will be called to move into the world, to share that love light energy. For love as our true essence and nature. This is where we come from. For we're also going to be connecting to we're very close to major revelations. Major revelations are coming, regardless of the dark agenda. They cannot wait so long, although it will be very painful revelation to the mainstream of population. But it is very important. Timing is essential, because revelations are going to need to be coming this year. Otherwise, it's going to be postponed for a long time, and it's going to create. So they need to be coming in. But if I make this revelation, it means very little to the world. If you make those revelations, they mean very little to the world. If a rock star or some movie star makes those revelations, it means very little to the world. If some Nobel Prize person makes a revelation to the world, it means very little to the world. So it needs to be done from a person that has authority, that the media cannot dismiss. Has to come in a certain way, and certain people have incarnated especially for this mission of liberating the world through this truth that will be communicated. So be ready for that. And the extraterrestrials also, there's going to be a revelation about that for the US government has released a lot of messages that are coming into mainstream, and photographs of alien extraterrestrials and all kinds of things. So now everybody that has any common sense will not be able to deny it. And our galactic families, the higher beings of this local universe, of our star clouds, we're surrounded with higher intelligence, advanced civilizations. They're all like eager to assist and help. And so, for in this solar system, the main theme for we all have to learn everything, but the main theme of this solar system is to learn about emotion. It's like, it should be clear that we have to deal with this emotional body. It is part of there are certain planets on our solar system that are much more advanced, and they're beyond emotions. They master the inner spiritual connection, like Chiron or other planets such as that, but it is very much about emotions. When Arcturus is the mastery of spirituality, when Sirius is about joy, Pleiades is very much about healing, Alpha Centauri is about science and knowledge. They're the most advanced scientists in these all galactic corners. And the Cassiopeian will become more involved. They are masters of love, and the Greek gods came from Cassiopeia. It is a constellation that looks like a W in the sky. For those galactic families who are gonna, they're eager to come into the picture, but until humans are ready, you can already make that connection telepathically, and through your dream states, you can or meditation, you can already make those connections and be invited, through consciousness, be invited through your vision center to visit and experience certain things. It's a gradual process. When we're ready for something, we get inspired, and the doors open for these communications, and then eventually we'll come to the mainstream. The highest wisdom for us today is the thinker. So it's like it's okay to think, but come from the heart rather than from the mind. It's about understanding how do we let go of the mind in order to how do we let go of the mind in order to move into a heart-based reality? What we need to understand is the island of the treasure island. So there is this treasure, we have this treasure chest within ourselves. There is this miniature universe in the heart center that is so divine, and that's full of treasures, amazing treasures. But there will also be treasures that will be coming to us from the outside world. Like we'll discover there's amazing treasures that our archaeologists of the future will discover when it is the time. I myself been shown many things that I haven't really been given the resources yet to explore that, but some of them are fine where they are now. For it is life, just continue to cultivate this ability to receive information that will lead you to inspired action. For what we need to do is the tribe, is to connect to those who are soul frequencies similar to ours, to reconnect to our tribe, to reconnect to those who complement us. And the outcome will be the unachieved symphony. It means that there is still something that needs to be tweaked. This full moon will give us the opportunity to complete certain cycles. And there are certain cycles that needs to be completed before so it's going to show us those things that needs to be done within ourselves to complete that process. On some level, it's the past and the future from the unenlightened. Before we achieve ascension, we're looking at the past as the wounds of the past that have not been integrated, and the future with great hope for resolution. But once we achieve this enlightenment, we're going to look at the past as all the lessons that we have overcome, and the future as those lessons that are not yet, the challenges that have not yet been undertook. So we will have a different perspective. Yet the past, the more we advance towards this integration, the past, we see that as a great wealth. Those memories of the past that are integrated are coming into us as great joy, as a treasure chest in some sense. This memory, this past. And some people ask me, when will I know I'm in the fifth dimension? It's like, you will know. It's like when the Buddha achieved the nirvana, he's not questioning to say, well, did I achieve the nirvana or did I not achieve the nirvana? But right now, with this process of fourth dimension, to keep your faith, continue to do your work. But when you find this enlightenment, you will know that there will be no doubt about it. It's like, how will I know I'm in love? Well, if you don't feel it, you're not in love. How will I know I'm hungry? Well, if you're not angry, you're not thirsty. You will know when you do. How will I know if I'm cold or hot? Well, you feel it. It's something that's completely obvious. So, and always see like there is different kind of love. It's a final idea also I bring. This love, there is a Neptune that deals with the higher divine love, and then Venus that works with the likes and dislikes, the human love. And human love, as always, it's very important to be master of both of those aspects. And for there is a book that discusses that, many books that discuss about the nature of love. But the Banquet of Plato is a book where the philosophers and poets comes together to discuss the nature of earthly love. And so this is a discussion. And but understand love as a river. It is the wisest way to understand that. When you meet someone and you fell in love, it is not the person, it is awakening a love that you already had within yourself, and the person is a catalyst, and then there can be an exchange of love, or there is a blockages, there can be also blockages. But if you depend on the other person to reflect your love on conditional level, they can bring a lot of sadness as well. So when you see that we approach love from an idea that an eternal river that flows through you, that you can share with other people, soul. And then you feel when the deeper the connection, the more real the connection is. But pay attention to the river rather than the other person. As if you see the other person as a source of love, if the other person doesn't love you back, it will create deep sense of depression and suffering and all kinds of things. So it's about always focusing to know that this love is just a river that traverses you and flows you, until it becomes a permanent situation. This river that is the love for yourself, for life, and for all the earthly and for all aspects of life. In many sense. So it's just an advice, something to work on. They're just aspects of consciousness that we continue to work on ourselves. And I'm just expressing some thoughts and ideas that I feel may be interesting to anchor, to share. I hope that they will resonate with you, and you will be able to practice that will increase the quality of your life, that will make your path easier. Ask that every day your life be given to you with grace and ease. I finished with a song that talks about winter and the desire to, for me, it's like I want to go to California very soon. I feel like I have family and friends there, so I'm looking forward to return that. It goes like this, when the time comes, of course. All the leaves are brown, and the sky is grey, and the sky is grey. I've been for a walk, on a winter's day, I'll be safe and warm, if I was in LA, California dreams, on such a winter's day. I stepped into a church, I passed along the way. Oh, I got down on my knees, and I pretend to pray, You know the preacher likes the cold, He knows I'm gonna stay, California dream, on such a winter's day. California dream on such a winter's day. Well, I've been talking to people in LA. It's a bit stressed right now. Well, not stressed, but everything is like this lockdown. It's not really, people are not really happy. And there are act of rebellion against this dark shadow, this tyranny that's been imposed upon the world. And so be prepared for a quick liberation. All of that will vanish. Just know that it will vanish all of a sudden, and we're going to return to a new form of normalcy. But I will be much more aware, And so the card of the day is the beautiful card of the 10 of Ariel. Ariel is the miracle angel, and she said, you have all the reason to be grateful to life. Success on the financial plane. Retirement on the horizon. A family life that is rich and gratifying. So it is all given. It is all part of the. Let us prepare for all that we've been asking for this gratitude, for this abundance, this prosperity. Yet keep life simple, keep life enjoyable, keep it real. I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later. Namaste.